What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today, and today's opponent is going to be a familiar face. His name is Ollie, and yeah, we faced him on the channel before, so he's a pretty good battler, pretty good guy, you know, just, I don't know, I like battling him. We usually have close battles, and this was from a while ago, but I decided, you know what, we might as well just post it. So, taking a look at the teams here, though, it looks like he's going to have three possibilities for a Mega Evolution. He's got, Charizard there, which could go, you know, either way, the X or Y Mega Evolution, and that kind of sucks because their counters are kind of completely different. They don't really share any counters, so it's kind of difficult to predict that. He's also got Venusaur and Scizor, which could possibly Mega Evolve, but Venusaur and Scizor are much better off standing on their own without a Mega Evolution, so I'm starting to think that Charizard is going to be the obvious Mega Evolution here. And the rest of his team looks pretty physical. You know, he's got the physically defensive Slowbro and then Crawdaunt and Salamence, which are pretty heavy hitters on the physical side. And then on my side, I've got a lot of the same pokes that I've been bringing. You know, I've got my Aegislash, Starmie, Mega Venusaur, which is actually something I don't bring very often. I'm just not very good at all at using Mega Venusaur for whatever reason. I don't know if I just can't predict very well with it, or I just need some more practice, but I just don't normally play Mega Venusaur very well, so, but oh well, I decided to bring it this time. Why not? Something new, right? So I'm going to start off with my Mamoswine, because that's what I usually do. I like to start off with Mamoswine, set up the rocks and stuff, and I've got my Focus Sash to protect me. He's going to start off with his Dread Red, the Crawdaunt, go for the Aqua Jet, and it doesn't quite kill me off, so I'll be able to set up these Stealth Rocks, and he couldn't kill me off anyway, actually, because I had a Focus Sash, like I mentioned before. So I'm going to switch out to Venusaur now so that my Mamoswine doesn't just die. I can pretty easily, you know, just fodder him off later if need be. But anyway, Venusaur is going to take that Aqua Jet very nicely because he resists it, and yeah, that's that. So I'm going to Mega Evolve on this turn. And I really thought he was going to switch here, so he doesn't. He's going to go for the Dragon Dance instead, and he's going to get that boost in attack and speed, which makes Crawdaunt even deadlier, you know, than he already was with adaptability. And so I went for the Sludge Bomb instead of the Energy Ball there, thinking he would switch, but he doesn't. And now he's able to get a knockoff off, yes, that makes sense. And yeah, that does a lot of damage to Venusaur. And that's unfortunate, because I could have easily killed him off in one hit with Energy Ball, but just a bad prediction there. Now he's going to bring in his Charizard, who just gets destroyed by the rocks there. And now he's going to Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard Y. So the sun is going to come out, and that is bad news. That's pretty much just going to, yeah, just increase the power of Fire-type moves. And that's not good for Mega Venusaur. Even though I have thick fat, you just never want to have to take a Fire Blast in the sun with Stab and all of that stuff, and Mega Venusaur can't take that. So down he goes. So yet again, I just do a very bad job of using Mega Venusaur. I probably should have switched out there. I could have fought it off Mamoswine, but I decided it would be better to come in with Mamoswine afterwards and get an Ice Shard off, do some decent damage. And now this Mega Charizard is definitely within revenge killing range with pretty much anything. So I just need something with priority, or that's going to be faster than it. So I'm going to bring in my Yumi, and that's definitely going to be faster than Mega Charizard Y, so I can just go for the Psyshock, kill it. And now that I think about it, I didn't need to bring Mamoswine in there. I think Psyshock would have killed from half health anyway, especially because I had Life Orb. So yeah, I probably didn't need to waste Mamoswine there, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not playing so good the beginning part of this match at all. Not at all. So Scizor is going to come in now, and I don't have to worry about Mega Evolutions anymore because this is out of the way. So I'm going to switch into Durendal to take the U-turn. I figured either that or like Bug Bite or something was going to be coming. So I resist that, and it does almost nothing, and he actually takes more damage than I do because of Life Orb recoil, which is pretty ironic. But with the U-turn there, he's going to switch into his Salamence, which I'm guessing is either going to have Fire Fang, Fire Blast, or Earthquake. Some combination of those moves, and in the sun, the fire moves particularly are going to do a lot of damage. So I'm actually predicting the Earthquake here, though. And he ends up going for the Dragon Dance instead on the switch. And it would have been even better if he predicted the switch and went for an Outrage, as I switched into Whimsicott. But that didn't happen, so now he's at +1 speed, +1 attack. I'm going to just encore him into that. So now he has no choice but to just keep using Dragon Dance, and that's what he's going to do again. So he's going to be super fast by the end of this, and super powerful, but I've got a couple of turns to play with here when I can just kill off this thing. So he's actually going to stay in. He's going to stay in and go for a third Dragon Dance. So +3 attack, +3 speed, and this thing's starting to get pretty scary. So instead of switching, I decided to go for a U-turn in case he decided to switch this turn, and that would give me some initiative there, but he ends up just staying in, so that doesn't really matter. It's not like U-turn's going to do a lot of damage to Salamence anyway, but I'm going to switch in Yumi, and now he pretty much has to switch, so he wasted all of those boosts, basically. He's going to switch into his Scizor, who's taking more damage from Stealth Rocks there, and he's going to take an Ice Beam. You know, it's going to be resisted, and it doesn't do too much damage, but he gets him below 50%, which is nice, considering that's just the first attack that I've actually landed on Scizor. And I think I might be able to kill him from Surf now, and I do. And that's awesome to get Scizor out of the way. He was probably going to go for another U-turn there, but yeah, we got rid of him, so that's awesome. In comes Venusaur, and this thing could be a pain in the ass. I don't know, I'm just never good at fighting or battling with Venusaur, but he actually switches right away. So I don't know if that was a mistake or if he was trying to bait me into a different switch of some kind. But I end up going for the Psyshock, and he's seen that move already, so he knows I have it. And yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the game plan was there, but he watches my videos, I know that, so maybe he'll comment down below and tell me what that play was about. But Psyshock does almost nothing, even with a critical hit. And yeah, that sucks. So I stay in and go for a Surf, see how much that does. And it's almost not worth the Life Orb damage that I'm taking. So switching might be the better plan at this point, especially because now he's going for Calm Minds, and my special attacks are going to do even less. Unfortunately, I'm not carrying Thunderbolt on this Starmie right now either. I switched it out for Rapid Spin just because I don't really have any reliable Rapid Spin users built, or Defog users, so I kind of needed somebody to have it. Kind of hurts me there, though. So he's going to predict a switch, I'm guessing, and he's going to go for the Slack Off here as I switch into my Aegislash. And that was a good move on his part. He's back at full health. And with this thing having Regenerator, Slowbro is just incredibly difficult to kill. Incredibly difficult. So he's going to go for the Scald. I'm not too worried about Burn, because I do have the Lumberry. And of course he gets the Burn on the first Scald, which is great. So I have to use up my Lumberry as I go for a Swords Dance there. And yeah, now I'm at higher attack. So he's going to go for Scald again. And if he gets another Burn, I'm screwed. I'm definitely screwed. And he doesn't, thankfully. So now I'm like, alright, now I can attack you. And hopefully at +4, a Shadow Sneak will do a decent amount of damage. Maybe almost kill. Almost. And no, he survives. He's going to go for the Scald. And it wouldn't even matter what stance I was in. From that HP, would have killed me regardless. So Aegislash goes down. And that sucks. I really thought I might be able to kill him there, but it just did not work out. So now I'm going to go into Starscream, my Noivern, and he's going to have to switch out. And that's actually, you know, that works out for him because he can get the Regenerator going, get some HP back. So he's going to switch into his Venusaur to take whatever incoming special attack is going to be coming his way. And I decided to go for Draco Meteor, thinking he's probably going to switch, so I need to hit something hard on the switch. In comes Venusaur, and he lives the Draco Meteor, which kind of sucks. And I'm Spec, so I wasn't sure if he was going to switch there or not, so I decided to switch into Yumi, thinking maybe he would switch. You know, I don't really know. I wasn't sure what the play was going to be there. And I was thinking maybe even a Sleep Powder or something, and since I have Natural Cure on Yumi, you know, it wouldn't be too bad to have him fall asleep. I can just switch him out. In comes Paul the Slowbro again, and now that I have Starmie out here, I can't do anything to it because I don't have Thunderbolt, and I think he knows that at this point because I would have used it and killed him already. So now I go into Cotton Eye Joe. I love Cotton Eye Joe. And he's going to switch Slowbro out again, and he's just racking up the Regenerator recovery, basically. while I'm trying to switch and get the advantage. And the Stealth Rock's damage almost kills Venusaur, but just not quite. So now I have to switch again because I'm in a bad matchup. And this just is not working out for me at all. Not the way I want. So now he's going to go for Synthesis and get his HP back after all of that. So all I've done is just shuffle my team around. Meanwhile, he's just recovering all of his HP. I'm going to go for the Flamethrower now on this Venusaur with a Specs Noivern. I think it may have killed regardless of that crit, but nonetheless, Venusaur is out of the way. So now we just have to deal with this extremely annoying Slowbro. And I have one of these things. I know how irritating it can be to kill. So we're going to go for the Flamethrower again, just because Slowbro has pretty bad special defense. And luckily I get the burn there, and that's a little bit hacksy. I don't really like that, honestly. 10% chance, I just feel bad when it happens to other people too, I guess. But whatever. Alright, so yeah, with the burn and the leftovers recovery, he's at about 50% HP. Actually, maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe like 40, 35%, something like that. So I'm going to switch out here because I know he has Slack Off. I don't think I can kill him off. So I'm going to switch into Cotton Eye Joe. And he's going to go for the Slack Off. I figured that'd be coming, which is great. And yeah, he's going to get almost all of his HP back from that, which kind of sucks. But at this point, I don't think he has any other Pokemon left, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm trying to think here. I don't think he has any other Pokemon. Oh, he does. He does. Okay. My bad. I must have lost track there. So he's going to send in his Mance Rider. Ah, yes, the Salamence. I forgot he still had that. But it's just taking a crap ton of damage from Stealth Rocks. He knew the Encore was coming there, so I guess that makes sense. I went for the Stun Spore, and of course that missed. So now I have to take a Fire Fang, and that does quite a bit of damage, but it's not going to be a 2-hit KO. Even without the leftovers recovery, it would still be a 3-hit KO, which is awesome considering how powerful Salamence is. So he expected a switch there, goes for the Dragon Claw, but I actually stay in to go for a slow U-turn and get a safe switch into whatever I want. And that's great because he just wastes his turn. So now I can bring in Starscream. I know I'm going to be faster, and I know nothing that he has left is going to want to take a Draco Meteor. So he basically has to sacrifice something. And it turns out that he's going to bring in Slowbro to take this Draco Meteor rather than have Salamence die. And I'm not sure why, because Salamence is going to almost die from the Stealth Rocks when he comes back in. But nonetheless, Slowbro just gets decimated by that Specs Draco Meteor. And now he's forced to bring in Salamence. I believe this is now his last Pokemon. For real this time. And I'm just going to stay in and go for another Draco Meteor. He doesn't have really any health left. No way to recover his health, so that's pretty much that. He's going to take it, and yeah, down goes the Salamence, and that is going to be the end of this battle. So, not a bad match at all. Lots of switching and stuff going on, and some interesting plays on both parts. He really was able to abuse the Regenerator thing going on with Slowbro to make him last a really long time. I honestly didn't think it was going to be that difficult to take him out, especially when you look at my team, and I've got a lot of special attackers. Half my team, at least, is special attackers, so you would think I'd have an easier time taking him out, but apparently not. But anyway, that's it for this time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like because you know it helps. I'll see you next time. Game on.